just want to see if you, so this chair is pretty much made for, they're all kind of made for people who are my height, which is 5'5". So just know if you're taller or shorter than me, you probably need to have something underneath your feet, right? If you have shorter limbs, and then if you're notice your knees are bent a little over your ankles, you probably want to put a cushion or like another blanket underneath your tush. Okay, so welcome everybody. Awesome. So just kind of adjust, really get comfortable, bring a bolster behind you if you need some extra support so you can kind of lean back but not feel like you're slouching back, right? We're not slouching on the couch. This is me slouching. Okay, so we're sitting up nice and tall. And then I'm going to remove the flesh from underneath me. I'm going to root down my sit bones. And just let yourself kind of arrive for just a moment. Just kind of shake out your body in any way. Look away from the screen, away from the screen. Right? And I want to really invite you as much as you're able to not look at the screen of any kind of fitness classes you're doing, you know, so just we're still checking in with our body, just kind of noticing what's going on. I have a tennis injury that I've been kind of babying for a few days, and it is still kind of activated, you know, so I'm doing my stretches to help that. So I'm just kind of noticing that, you know, that's really alive for me right now. My forearm, you know, my forearm is really, really speaking to me. So just kind of notice what's speaking to you. And then we'll find a place of stillness and relax your face. Either close your eyes or look down with an unfocused gaze, just not looking at the screen and just having an unfocused gaze, or with the eyes closed. And I'll ring the bell 3 times to bring us into your practice today and into this moment. Just notice what parts of your body are touching the earth, and just adjust if maybe you can adjust to feel your feet on the ground, feel your feet on the earth. Imagine your feet as roots, just growing down, 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 and just giving the earth anything you don't need to think about in this moment. And on your next inhale, just finding length in the spine and feeling a spaciousness and openness in your heart, right in the chest area, right? And just allowing yourself to arrive. And on the exhale, you're going to just feel those shoulders drop down, and your chin might even slightly drop down, right, on the exhale. And on the inhale, lengthening the spine, the back of your neck. Just feel the ears over shoulders and the shoulders over hips. Just allowing yourself to arrive to this breath, this body, this moment, being supported by the earth, being supported by this moment and this wave of breath. And we're going to work with water today and work with the wave and the ocean. And then we just feel into your own texture of your breath, right? So is it like a river, like an ocean? Is it a little puddle? So just noticing that relationship with the inhale and the exhale. Notice if you can breathe in and out through your nose if that's available. And we're just going to try and have an even breath for a few breaths. So we're just inhaling and exhaling out through your nose, even breathing. Beautiful. Welcome everybody who's here. Welcome to my first Tuesday noon class, chair yoga. Just evening out the breath, just coming back to this moment. Just noticing any distractions, any sounds, any feelings, any energies around the room that's just a part of this moment. And then coming back to your breath, back to this wave, right? This connection, this flow, chi, shakti, whatever you want to call it, right? What resonates with you? Taking just a few more breaths, just evening out the breath, inhaling and exhaling, and letting, as much as we're able to, let this be the only thing you are doing for just 1 minute. Finding length and strength on the inhale, sitting nice and tall, and then relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the chin, and letting yourself arrive. And then let's bring our hands together in front of our heart, still with your eyes closed or looking down, rubbing your hands together, creating some heat. And I'm just naturally bringing a little movement here. So if that feels good to you, go ahead. I'm just bringing in some chi that wants to move, right? Some energy. And then we're going to get nice and hot between those hands. And then left hand comes to the heart, right hand over the left. Bow to your heart. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. Acknowledging that you have your own greatest wisdom throughout our practice, and to listen to that, especially virtually. Honoring where your body is at. Pushing yourself when you say you want to push yourself, and please pause when your body's saying no. Taking a breath and setting a simple intention for yourself, making it very simple. One word, one phrase, one mantra: peace, healing, love. Bringing that into your heart, into your body, taking a deep breath. And exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, reach the arms up, looking up, open the eyes, lifting the heart up, and then exhale, hands to heart center, bowing to your heart. And we're just going to do that a few times. So inhale, reach the arms up, lifting up. Exhale, hands to heart center. You can see this is kind of like a heart shape. Okay, we're just bringing a bubble of love into this moment, into this amazing moment of your breath and this connection to your body and the earth. Oh, yes. Even if it's for this 1 hour today, right, that you're just having a sense of honoring. And then next time we bring our arms up, you're going to leave them up, reach the arms up, feel the chest lifting forward, rib cage dropping, shoulders back, hands and fingers wide. And you can always come into a W or a cactus arm, right? Okay, so as much as we can, just lifting the heart, dropping the shoulders back. 2 more breaths, relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw, relaxing all those amazing expressions we make in our face, just letting them rest for a moment. 1 more breath. And exhale, bring the arms down, squeeze the shoulders back, hands rest on the thighs. Inhale, squeeze those shoulders down, looking up. Inhale, exhale, roll the shoulders forward, chin to chest, sitting cat-cow. Option 1. Leaving your hands down on the thighs. Option 2, bringing your arms into cactus arms and forearms come together. So for those of you that are new joining me, I always have several different options. Okay, so option 1, hands down. Option 2, bringing the arms up. And then option 3 is bringing the arms wide, like we're about to hug a giant redwood tree. It's the perfect temperature. It's not wet or anything, it hasn't been raining. It's like the perfect temperature. And then we're going to give yourself a hug, right? So that's option 3 here, chin to chest. And we're really focusing on the shoulders. So the low and mid back are neutral here. I haven't moved them. So if you need a pillow to keep that neutral, you can also use a block behind your heart, depending on the height of your chair. I want you to feel supported, right? So if you don't feel supported in any way, I want you to see, where can I feel support? Is this chair working for me, right? It might not work for you. All right, and then we're all gonna bring our arms wide and we're gonna give ourselves a hug, squeeze yourself. And even if it means just here, your hands might just come to your elbows, right? And then chin comes down, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Give yourself a pat in the back for showing up today. Oh, yes. And then pat the other side. For me, I'm kind of patting my shoulder. Taking a breath here, just honoring this moment with your body. 1 more breath. And releasing the arms down. And we're going to bring our hand to the top of the shoulder. I want you to just kind of squeeze your hand down your arm. And I want you to look at your arm. Say, I love you, arm. Just using your whole body to squeeze. It's kind of a self-massage thing. That's what I'm kind of feeling like today. I'm feeling like, yeah, asana movement, breath work, but also a little massage. Say, I love you, and then brush the fingertips. And then we're going to brush the whole arm several times. So I really want you to bring the hand to the top of the shoulder and brush, whole body brushing. I love you, arm. Thank you for all the work that you do every day I don't appreciate it enough. And I literally talk to myself like this, you know, just really appreciating the different parts of ourselves, because we, you know, have complicated relationships with parts of our body. So just taking a moment before we switch sides, just pause for a moment, sitting nice and tall. Let's have a sigh, a couple sighs. Inhale, whole body sigh. Make any sound that feels good. Yes, couple more times. One more time, big breath. Nice. And we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. So first we're just starting with some squeezing, right? This hand is just kind of squeezing, and you're gonna look at this arm. Thank you. Super appreciate you working with the other arm and all that you do, typing, responding, opening doors, cooking, chopping vegetables, right? Brushing the fingertips, and then full body brushes several times. And if you can, with the breath, right? Inhaling and exhaling. And if you want to bring any sound, especially if you're alone, right, in a room, bring in some sound, you know, make some noise. And even if people hear you, like, who cares, right? I don't know. We need to get used to sound, right? It's healing. I think it is. All right. And then just pause for a moment, shake it out, shake out your legs. If you even want to stand up for a second, kind of shake out your body if that feels good, right? So just kind of shake out the body, right? That's how we kind of know, right, when we're running, you know. A lot of people don't like to run. I was kind of traumatized by running, so I don't always run, but I do like play tennis and different kind of running activities. And then you pause, right? And then just, my body is moving. Even as I'm still, my body is breathing, my blood is pumping into my heart. My muscles are working and being activated, and just having that relationship, right? Just having these moments of stillness. Nice, everybody. Welcome. Some late people. I love it. Let's squeeze it. Let's do some shoulder rolls. So just rolling the shoulders. So option one is just leaving your hands on your thighs. Okay. Option two, bringing your hands to your shoulders. Okay. And then option three is just kind of checking in with the whole arm and coming all the way back. Just range of mobility. What's your mobility range today? So we're just kind of checking in. So you decide on which version kind of works for you. And just we're doing that same direction just a couple more times, and then we're going to switch directions, right? So whatever direction you picked is probably the more, you know, just easeful. So we're always working with what's easeful and where do I need strength, and then deciding where your hands want to go, right? You want to keep the hands down, you want to bring them to your shoulders, you want to bring the arms into it, kind of like we're almost swimming. I always think of it like this, right? And you can even kind of bring in a swimming motion. I know I'm changing it up. It's all right. Got to go with spirit sometimes, right? The flow of just what's needing to be said here. You know, I think I've just been really missing the water. So that's just what's going on here. All right, beautiful. And then again, shake it out. And we're going to do a cat-cow. So I'm doing a cat-cow here with a little kind of shake out. So just don't worry about how yours look, okay? So we're just doing some cat-cow, just doing a little dance, bringing your feet wide, bringing them in. Don't worry about how it looks. Just really even closing your eyes if it's available. It's kind of what is feeling good to move. And where can I strengthen, right? What's feeling a little, you know, needs a little tenderness, a little love. And then let's do a fold. So we're going to bring the knees a little wider. So angle of my feet is like this, okay, heels in, toes out. And then we're going to bring the forearms down. I'm going to rest the head down. I'm going to look down here. So option one is just staying right here. What I'm doing is just releasing the low back as much as I'm able to. Option two is bringing the hands down to the ground or to the feet. And then I really, again, want you to relax the neck again. Pretty much we all need a little extra attention around releasing the neck. Taking a couple breaths. And if you're in that full fold, I want you to bring the hands to the thighs and push yourself up. Really mindfully, okay? And then you're gonna bring your hands to the back of the chair. Or if you have a strap handy, which by the way, grab a strap or a scarf or a belt, okay? Just something that's longer than, you know, definitely wider than shoulder width, okay? So option one is just bringing your hands to the bottom of the back of your chair, and then you're going to squeeze the shoulders towards each other, lifting up. Option 2 is doing this with the strap. Okay, so I'm bringing the strap behind me, and then I'm lifting those back hands up, and then I'm still squeezing those shoulders towards each other. Okay, you can also interlace your fingers, but you'll probably get, hit the back of the chair. So just kind of notice. And then I want us to go between those two poses we just did a few times at your own pace. So that's coming into the fold, pausing here for a few breaths here, or going all the way down, and then coming up, hands come to the low part of the chair, squeezing back or using the strap. So just continue at your pace. And I want you to focus on which position just feels more spacious to your body, right? If you're having any kind of low back tension, you might just hang out in this fold for a few breaths. If you have another chair in front of you, you can even reach the hands out in front of you on a chair, right? And really get a little bit extra strength and length, right, on that back. So just notice that, or a desk, right, or a couch. You can reach something here, right? So it's just a little extra thing here. And I want you to we're still experimenting between those two poses, just noticing which position just feels, which one just feels good, right? We can work on the strength later. Really want to focus, especially in the beginning of my classes, on what feels good, what's feeling good, and then we can work on, that one thing didn't feel so good, so what can we do to strengthen that particular area so I can feel better, right? So we're continuing just another 30 seconds. Kind of noticing, if you have it in your practice for a mat practice, you could even come to standing and do a full standing forward fold, right, if that's available to you. But this is a chair yoga class, so it will be mostly seated, but I want you to just honor wherever your body is at. Nice, everybody. Just 2 more breaths wherever you are. Beautiful. If you have blocks, go ahead and grab them. Okay, I'm going to have them to the side of my chair. Okay, if you don't have them, that's okay. I'm just going to show you with and without the blocks. Oh, and I forgot to show you what's in front of my altar here. So I always take something from my altar for class. Just a little yogi, little curvy yogi here, so I can look at that during class. All right. So, all right, squeeze it out. Distractions, and then back to this moment, right? Always. There's always distractions. Your animals, the phone ringing, a text coming in, right? So just back to this moment, honoring the self. We're gonna, hand comes either to the chair. I'm gonna scoot over to the right. I'm mirroring the camera, holding to the chair, or it's gonna come to the block, okay? But I want you to find length in the spine. Inhale, exhale, side bend, okay? Inhale, coming back. Finding length, exhale, side bend. For me, I'm going to bring my hand to the block. And then maybe it comes over, right? I'm really rooting that right butt cheek down. Inhale, coming back to center. So you decide, hand to the chair. Your shoulder and your neck will decide how far this top hand goes, okay? You can even bring your hand to the shoulder, right? So I want you to really focus on the side body. Having a little technical issue with my headset. And maybe we might pause. We might continue with that dynamic movement and just taking a few breaths here. Right, if this isn't available, I want you to adjust for your body always. And then you might look up and that top shoulder might come back, bringing a little smile. It's a sunny day here in the Bay Area. Oh, yes. 1 or 2 more breaths here. And coming back to center, pushing up, using those sit bones on that core, bringing both arms out to the side, looking up, leaving them here or raising those hands. So you decide what's best for your shoulders here, because a lot of times people bring the arms up and then the shoulders come with them, right? So I want you to bring the shoulders back, bringing in that intention for your practice. What is it? Bring it in, right? Feel it with your hands, feel it with your fingertips. 1 more breath here, and hands to the heart. Nice work. Shake it out before we do the other side, okay? I'm just feeling into the dance today. I don't know, I'm feeling into that wave that motion, that spine moving, right? Can I move my spine a little bit more? Just kind of checking in with that. Even if we're imagining our spine moving, right? So I think, honestly, I really feel like even imagining that helps our spine, right? So even if you're like, I can't, I don't know, so just feeling into that imagination of, oh yeah, that connection from my sacrum all the way up my spine, all the way to the back of my head, just feeling and imagining that movement, right? Okay, I'm gonna scoot over to the left. Again, I'm mirroring the camera, okay? Because when teachers don't do that on these Zoom classes, I realize I'm like, wait, what side do you mean? I don't know, because we're looking at the screen, right? All right, hand comes to the right side of the chair, okay? Left hand comes out to the side. Inhale, I'm bending that bottom arm, right, to come in to find length on this side. So inhale, exhale, option one, right? You can also come here, hands to the shoulder. So option one. Option two, bringing the arm up and over, and then maybe if you have a block, you're bringing up and over, but we start dynamically, right? I want you to really warm up the side before we sustain and pause, okay? Nice job, everyone. I see some of you on the video. Great job. Nice. Few more breaths. And then maybe continuing dynamic or pausing, right? Wherever that is, you need to pause. Arm can stay up, can come over, palm face down, squeeze the back shoulder back, looking forward or up. Bring in a little bit of that warmth from the sun, even if it's imaginary. It's coming into your side body, right? So you just imagine it's coming to that whole side, the side that would be facing the sun if you're outside. And then coming back to center, both arms come up. Let's come into like a W. We're trying to hold two platters, okay? So we're trying to hold two platters here. Taking a few breaths, looking up, relax the shoulders back. And just imagine one hand is receiving and one hand is giving. Just what came up for you with receiving and giving, it could be monetary, it could be emotional. Just imagine that those platters are even. Just totally perfectly even. Whatever you're giving, you are receiving exactly that. Taking one more breath and bringing it to the heart, bowing to your heart, honoring the heart. You are a sacred being. Right? Is there something you can do to remind yourself that you are a sacred being? Just see what came up for you. And then give it to the earth, give it to your feet, give it to 20, 30, 40, 1,000 feet below your feet. And relax your hands down. We're going to come into a twist. So hand can come to the low part of the chair or the high part. For this particular chair, this is actually my kitchen chair. This is what I got, right? We're working on what we got here. It's a little low, but it actually works for this twist. So I'm finding length first. I'm still sitting nice and tall. Again, find support wherever you need it, right? I don't want any of this happening. Okay, and then it's like, okay, I'm trying to do a twist. Like, that's not going to work, right? So I find some length. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand comes to the left thigh. Find the length, twist over, looking over that left shoulder. My top left arm is coming to the top of the chair. Okay, and then you can kind of even massage your thigh here a little bit if that feels good. Just for a second. Thank you, leg, I love you. And then pause and twist and look behind you. Keep yourself in this twist if that's available. It doesn't have to be that far of a twist. Just a couple breaths. You're going to keep yourself in this twist, and you're just going to move your eyes all the way to the right. So you're just going to move your eyes, look as far as you can to the right. And then to the left. Little eye yoga here. One more time, all the way to the right, all the way to the left. And untwisting. Pause for a moment before we switch sides. Just notice the difference between the left and the right without judgment. Inhale, exhale. Right hand comes behind you to the low part of the chair or the high part. Find length in the spine. Inhale, exhale, twist over to the right. Left hand comes to the right thigh. Again, give yourself a little squeeze. I love you, thigh. I love you, leg. Thank you. And then looking as far back as we can. And then that top arm is just going to come however is comfortable. Flicking as far as, this doesn't have to be a really big twist. Your body will know when to stop. Beautiful, calm face. And then stay in the twist if it's available. And then we're going to keep yourself in the twist and look all the way to the left, just with your eyes as far back to the left, and then all the way to the right. Do that one more time. A little eye stretch. And untwisting, coming back to center. And then I want you to come to the side of your chair, okay? So depending on if that's available to you. So I'm going to show you with this chair that I have. So the pointed part of the chair is here. Okay, so I'm kind of on a side here. And actually, I'm going to move the camera so you guys can see me a little bit better because you can't see my feet. And for this one, I think I want you to see my feet. All right. A little bit shorter angle, but you can see me, okay? All right. So I'm on the side. Nice. Thanks, Jason. I'm going to extend that left leg. Okay, so we're coming into basically a warrior two. Okay. And for this extended leg, my feet are actually pointed, but I want you to just kind of adjust and see what feels comfortable for you. You might even need to put a blanket underneath your chair. This one's a little pokey. I have a little, it's gonna move that pillow. That's much more comfortable. And then I'm kind of squaring my hips, okay, out to the side here, the angle. So it depends on what angle your chair is looking here. And then my knee is right over my ankle. So I'm in that warrior two stance. If you want to do full warrior, you're welcome to, right? So I'm not going to go through it too much, but you're welcome to stand here if you've been sitting a little too long, okay? And then hands come to the waist or arms come up. So you decide. Do I want my hands on the waist? Do I want my hands raised? And then I'm going to look at those right fingertips. Thank you, fingers. I love you. They're like the phalanges, right? Is the anatomical term. So just kind of relax the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, like somebody's trying to grab each finger, right? Just taking a couple breaths, feeling into your strong warrior stance. This is you, warrior, love warrior, right? We're all love warriors during this time. One or two more breaths here. And then we're going to do a reverse warrior. So left hand comes to the thigh, right hand comes up. You might just stay right here. We might lean just a little bit back, coming into that peaceful warrior. And then we're going to go back and forth from warrior two to peaceful warrior a couple times. So really making it your own here. Your torso is just moving back and forth, right? Your arms can stay involved, or your arms can come down, right? Depending on what's going on with your lower body. And then we're going to add maybe that side angle. Okay, so I'm coming into peaceful warrior, warrior two, side angle, the arm might come up and over. Again, hand can stay here. Hands can stay down the whole time, right? So I'm going to keep just the hands down just so you can see what that looks like, right? Just kind of rocking my torso from side to side. Yeah, nice. Just a few more breaths here. So you decide how much these arms are involved. Okay. Beautiful, everybody. I'm seeing you on the screen here. Good job. Good job. Beautiful. I like to do a little bit more of an active chair yoga practice, right? There's a lot of chair yogas out there that are, I don't know, they just are a little slow for me. I don't know if that's just part of me because I need to wake up, right? If I feel too slow, I'm like, it's losing me, right? So that's just kind of my MO in general. But so relax the shoulders, come into that warrior two, look at those right fingertips one more time, and just bring in some appreciation for yourself, for your body, the strong body, no matter where you're at in this relationship with your body, just bringing in acceptance. Yes. Yes. Right. One or two more breaths here. You got it. You can always bring the arms down. And let's all bring the arms down. Nice. Let's bring that left knee and bend it, right? We're at the side. So we're still at the side. I'm still at the corner of my chair, and I'm going to come into a fold. So I'm going to just come into a fold here, and then I can almost reach a desk here and reach out. Kind of a nice extension of my spine. So if you have something to reach, I invite you to reach it, or just come into a fold, right? And just pause for a moment. Any fold will work. Look away from the screen. Trust your body to know what it needs. Do you need a drink of water? Are you uncomfortable? Can I be a little more comfortable? You have your own greatest wisdom. And then if you're on that fold, seated fold, hands come to the thighs. And we do this to push ourselves up. Okay, I really want you to either do it like this or just really be aware of your core. If you're coming in like this and you're just going to come up, you can do this, right? I'm actually activating my core right now. So you can do that. That's way fast. We're not going to, I just wanted to show you what we're doing. Okay, shake it out a little bit, shake it out. Take a 1 minute break. What does that break look like for you? The break might be, oh, I have to go pee real quick, right? The break might be, I actually want to come into a squat, right? I want to come into a fold. Anything works. I want you to really tune into the body. How in touch can I be with my body in this moment? Right? There's lots of moments we're not in touch with our bodies, right? Especially these times of so much information, our neocortex in our brain is having to figure stuff out, right? No, not now, not right now. We can do that later. We can do that later. I literally have little conversations like that with my body, you know, oh, my brain actually should say my thoughts like, thanks for letting me know that. I will put it on the calendar, and I actually put stuff on the calendar. Like, okay, I need to deal with that later. I mean, like, then I don't have to think about it. It's just in the calendar later. All right, so finishing up that movement, you're still finishing up that movement. What does my body need? What do I need? And then we're going to come to the other side of that warrior two. So I'm extending the right leg. Again, I'm mirroring you. Left knee's bent, that knee's right over the ankle, and you're at an angle of your chair. Whatever works for that chair that you're working on. That's why no arms is really helpful, okay, with chairs. Adjust for your comfort. And just notice the difference before we even move our arms or bring our arms. My sides feel very different, even in the chair. Totally different today. My legs pretty much always, my hips, you know, I'm just always noticing, oh, that's different. And then hands stay at the hips or bring the arms up. Looking at those left fingertips. Relax the shoulders, spread the fingers nice and wide, like really somebody's trying to reach into your hands. And then we need to look at those fingers and thank your fingers. Thank you. Thank you, wrists. Thank you, arm. I love you. Taking a few breaths here. And coming into that peaceful warrior. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. And then first just start with that warrior two, and then back to that peaceful warrior. Just a few times, just feeling into your flow. What does this side feel like? And then we might add in that side angle. The forearm comes down, the top hand comes up and over, right? So really deciding what your body needs. What does it need? Beautiful. Just allowing whatever is to be. Do I want to pause in one of these positions? What is my torso wanting? What are my arms wanting? Just a couple more. You got it, everybody. Looking good, looking good. And then we're going to come back to that warrior two. Let's do palms face up again, coming into like the, I'm at an angle here, so I'm going to W, right? I'm looking at my left hand. And I do this with bringing the arms down because then my shoulders relax. Sometimes when I bring my arms straight, my shoulders come a little higher. So when I might bend the elbows, just a little more spaciousness for me to relax my shoulders. Palms up. Just looking at what you can receive in this moment. Look in your fingers. Look at your palm. What can I really receive? Some really ancient wisdom from your body that you have. I can give you right now. One more breath. Bring it into the heart. Bring it into the heart. And again, we're going to do a fold. So you decide which version. So bending both knees. Option one, staying right here. Option two, bringing the hands down. And option three, standing forward fold. Okay. Just kind of notice where your body is at today. And when you're in that fold, we're going to nod that head yes. Yes, yes, I want to listen to my body. And then you're going to nod it no. No, no, I do not want any stress and tension in my shoulders. And then we're going to come back to the seat. If you're in the standing, hands come to the thighs and sitting back up. Nice. Good work. Good work. Good work. All right. Let's stand up or just shake it out in your chair for another minute. Coming back to that flow of breath. Flow, flow, flow. Flow of the spine. What's feeling good to move today? Nice. Awesome. And then you're going to grab the chair. I'm going to come to the side. Okay. So you can all see what I'm doing here. And if it's available, I just want you to bring one foot to the chair. Okay, so we're kind of doing a version of Warrior One. It's kind of a version I made up. And I'm just going to stay right here with our hands to our waist. So again, you might need to take the pillow off the mat depending on what's going on with your body. You can also use something lower if you have something lower. And then hands to the waist, hands to the heart, or cactus arms. We're going to just be here for 3 breaths. When you just square your hips towards your chair. Relaxing the shoulders, feeling the chest lifting up just a little bit more. And release. Bringing your hands down. And what we're going to do, we're going to come into a hamstring stretch with the chair. So there's different versions. Okay, I'm going to take my foot off the chair. I'm going to bring it onto the chair, and then you're going to straighten this knee. Okay, and then your hands are going to come to the chair. So if that feels a little too intense for you, you can bring the foot to the floor and then just come halfway and hands to the chair. So there's different options here. So you can even bring your forearms down if that feels good. So what we're doing is a hamstring stretch, okay, the back of this left thigh. Just kind of notice, do I want to bring my forearms to the chair? Do I want to keep the foot on the chair? Kind of experiment here. You can even lift the toes up off the chair here for an extra stretch. It's a pretty deep stretch for me right here. You can bring your hands to the top of the chair. Just showing you a few different options here. 1 or 2 more breaths. And then bend into that left knee. Bring that foot down, and let me show you a fold with the chair. Okay, so we're coming to our mountain pose. We didn't go too often, but I know most of you on the call know what it is. Feet are about hip width, so 2 of my own fists width. Inhale the shoulders up, exhale, relax the arms out, looking forward. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms up, feel the chest lifting up. Exhale, we're gonna actually bring our forearms to the chair, and I'm gonna relax my spine as much as I can and relax my head. If it feels more comfortable for you to have your hands on the ground or even holding the chair, go ahead and do that. And then when I'm down in this fold, my belly gets in the way a little bit, so I move my feet a little further apart, right? Then I don't want you to feel like you're suffocating from your belly. So just noticing. And then we're going to come to a half lift. Hands come to the chair, halfway, spine parallel to the floor. Folding. Bend the knees, arms wide. Inhale all the way up. And hands to heart center. And then I'm going to show you a version of downward dog with the chair. So if you haven't done it, go ahead and look over here real quick. And if you have, go ahead and do it. You can also do full downward dog. So hands come to the chair. I'm walking. So I'm going to move the chair so you can see it a little bit further with this. Walking my feet back. And then I'm reaching my hips back. Okay. So my spine is relaxing. Then from here, I'm going to bend one knee at a time. So go ahead and try it if you haven't tried it. And you can even use the higher part of the chair, right? Or a desk or a bed, right? It doesn't have to be this low. So this is our alternate downward dog. And then we're going to push into our hands and walk our feet towards the chair. Bend the knees, arms wide. Inhale, lift up, optional backward bend, engage the glutes. And hands to heart center. Beautiful, everybody. All right, let's do the other side with the hamstring stretch. Okay, so you decide. So let me show you again. So again, I was mirroring you, but now I don't really have to mirror you, but that's okay. So foot on the ground. We're just going to go halfway. This is option 1. Okay, just staying with the foot on the ground. Option 2, foot comes to the chair. Oh, sorry, I forgot about our warrior 1 stance. So we're going to bring our foot to a chair or a little higher than the ground. Hips squared towards the chair, hands to the waist, hands to the heart, or cactus arms. 3 breaths if it's available. Feeling the heart lifting up no matter where your hands are, and the rib cage dropping, shoulders dropping back, relaxed face. Feel the strength of your body. Feel it throughout your whole body. 1 more breath. You got it. And hands come down, and then we're going to do that hamstring stretch I was just showing. So if you want to try it with the chair, my toes are coming towards my face here, and then I'm coming down, right? This is pretty deep on this side, right? Hands might come to the top of the chair, so you decide which version works for you. You might come back to that first version with the foot on the ground and bringing the forearms down. This is just as deep, right? So I just want you to work with your unique body, with your unique needs, and just honoring wherever you're at today. One or two more breaths. And then we're going to come back to the hands on the chair or do a full downward dog, whatever works for your body. Come into that downward dog or just a fold, the standing forward fold that we've been over today. And really push into that chair away and then reach the hips back. And again, you might bend one knee at a time here. And then walk your feet towards the chair. Arms wide, bend the knees, lift the arms up, optional backward bend, engage the glutes, hips back, and hands to heart center. Nice, everybody. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out, whether you're sitting or standing. You got it. Shaking it out. Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Okay, let's come back to seated. Do a couple things here. I'm going to show you a version of tree pose seated. Okay, so tree pose is often a standing pose, which if you have that in your practice and you want to do standing tree pose, go ahead. Okay, so I'm going to extend one leg forward. So let's do our left leg. I'm mirroring you again. And then the right foot just comes in and I'm just opening up this right hip. Something's going on with my ankle, so I'm actually going to bring a blanket. So just notice if anything's going on with your body. I'm actually just going to bring it onto the blanket, that foot. So I'm just opening up that hip. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my hands to the heart. Adjust as needed for your body. I'm going to bring the arms up. Okay. What feels good to relax the shoulders and then focus on not the screen for 3 breaths. So we're looking away from the screen. You can even close your eyes. 3 breaths. Feeling your body moving even as we're still in a pose. Beautiful. Nice. And release the arms down. And then bring the foot back. And let's come back to center. We're not going to switch sides just yet. I want you to really feel into the left and the right for just a moment. So what's the difference? It's not the good and the bad side or the this and the that. Just, oh, that's just a little different, right? And then we're going to try the other side. I'm going to try it without the blanket first. I'm just extending. I'm sitting at the tip of my chair. I'm extending. Again, I'm mirroring you. Right foot forward. Left foot comes in. This side doesn't really need a blanket under the foot. So just adjust. And then find stability, find focus, find your drishti, your focal point, and then decide, what does this tree look like on this side? I'm gonna bring my hands to the top of my head. Actually, I'm gonna bring them to the back of my head. Just relax my shoulders back, relax my elbows back. So your tree could look differently. So just honoring your beautiful tree that you are by the ocean, by the river, feeling the sunshine on your body. We're just imagining, right? Because many of us are not by the ocean or the river. Just bringing in that stability of that beautiful tree and the wind on your face, the perfect temperature. Just one or two more breaths here. Relaxed face. And then bringing your hands down if they're raised, bringing both feet back to center. And let's do a figure 4, okay? I want to show you, so it's this one, okay? For those of you that know this one, you can get into this. If this is easy for you to do, you're like, I got this, go ahead and come to that, okay? If you're like, it's a little harder, I actually have a bolster here. You know, you can grab like a really thick pillow and you can just bring one foot on and then bring that foot over. Okay, so if that doesn't easily cross, so what we're doing again is doing a little bit deeper hip opener. And then you can even move that foot up, okay? So it's up to you on what version to do. That's just a different version. I just wanted to show you that one. I'll show you on the other side too. You can also use a strap, okay? So you can use a strap, place it over the calf, right? And then you don't feel like, if it's like slipping, right? If this foot slips, I see that a lot, then I want you to just kind of hold that strap in place and then relax the shoulders. You're gonna flex those bottom toes. So use the strap in however way. Some people actually even like it on the thigh. If it's available, hold on to your foot and then push into this thigh. And just pause here for a moment. If it's available, closing your eyes. And just feel what needs to happen. Do I need to push this thigh away? Do I need to bring it in closer? Do I need to move that bottom foot? I want you to really feel into your own body here in this hip opener. And have a relaxed face. Notice what parts of your body are touching the earth, touching the ground, touching the chair, and what parts of the body are in the space in the room. And just a couple more breaths. Just experiencing. And if you're not doing this pose, do something else. Do something else. Right? What else does my body need right now? Nice. And then we're going to release that foot very slowly. So can you do it really slowly? Right, I'm just bringing this foot down, 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 a little slow. Yes. And then we're going to just look at this leg. Look at that right leg. Thank you, leg. I love you. Let's give a little massage, a little appreciation. I know it's been a little complicated in life sometimes, but you know, I really do appreciate you holding me up. Give our knee, our biggest joint in the body, some love. Thank you, knee. Super appreciate it. Our shins. And all these complicated muscle that helps our ankles and our feet move and our legs move so we can walk. And then let's just brush down our thigh a few times, just like we did with our arms. So we're just looking at your leg and it's, thank you, leg. I love you. Super appreciate you. And notice what feels good, right? What parts of your muscles feel good to like move. You know, you can even interlace your fingers and kind of give yourself, this is a self-massage technique, right? Kind of squeezing down your thigh. Start at the top as high as you can and just kind of squeeze, just using your own body's weight, right? So this shouldn't actually take a lot of effort, right? So if it does, then just dial back, right? And then brush, brush, brush. Whole body brushing. Can you use your whole body? Let's have a sigh. Nice. Shake it out a little bit before we do the other side, right? Just a little shake out. And I'll show you that version again with, if it's this side might be different, right? So again, you can have something raised. You can also, I forgot to mention on the other side, bring this leg up on a chair, another chair, right? And then cross it that way, okay? So this is kind of your alternate. Like I just don't want to be on my knee, right? So below or above it. So it could just be right here. This could be enough for some people, right? So just know it's okay. It's okay if that's enough for me. All right, and then I'm gonna do the option we did on the other side. And again, you can use a strap. I'm flexing those bottom toes. That bottom knee is right over the ankle. I'm sitting nice and tall. And then I'm just deciding, what does this side feel like? And then I'm just gonna, maybe my left hand's gonna push into the thigh. Just a bit. The side's a little tighter. So I'm just noticing that. Oh, okay. Thanks, body, for letting me know that. I'm gonna just bring a little awareness to this hip opener. I might adjust my foot a little bit more. And if you can, just taking a moment to either close your eyes or just not look at the screen for just a few breaths, really feeling into your own body here. And the difference, the beautiful difference that this side has compared to the other side. And slowly, maybe even grab this foot and bring it down to the ground really slowly, right? And then we're gonna just love and appreciate this leg. So any kind of massage that feels good. But the trick to massage, so many of you know that I'm a Brimo practitioner, so it's a amazing body work that basically how we learn things is everything you do feels good as a practitioner. It should feel good to you as a practitioner, every single movement, which is a really cool modality to learn. So when you're doing self-massage or anything, I'm gonna interlace my fingers here and do this nice little squeeze. It should feel good to you, right? So how can I use my whole body to feel good? Nice. And then I'm gonna brush all the way down my thighs, a few full body brushes, just thanking this leg. Super, super thank you for being a part and working with the other leg. Really do appreciate it. And then you might even say hello to the knee. Thank you, knee. I love you, and your shin and even your toes. Super appreciate you working with me today. And then if it's available, we're going to bring our hands to our low back and we're going to brush either down off your knee or all the way down to your toes. Full body brush. I'm going to bring my knees a little wider, feet a little wider. Inhale, exhale, brushing. Blubber our lips. Lick your lips if they're dry. Let's do 2 more times. Nice. And last one. Oh, yeah. And then it's ready to come into resting. So if you feel comfortable in the chair, go ahead, but you're also welcome to put your feet up on the chair, right? And get on the ground. So if that's available for you, you can bring your feet down. You can bring a pillow under your head and bring your feet up to the chair. Or grab a pillow or a blanket so you can really feel. So I actually have a really nice bolster here. So I'm just gonna put it in the back of my chair. You could also use an extra yoga mat if you have one. And then I'm gonna sit here. So now I'm feeling so supported by this bolster, right? So actually, Jason, can you switch the camera this way? Since you don't need to see my feet. I'm just gonna take a moment to come into your resting pose. What would feel really nice for you? And either closing your eyes or looking down at your body or the ground, just not on the screen. And not changing your breath just yet, just noticing this amazing wave of the inhale and the exhale. And if it's available, breathing in and out through your nose. And if not, just breathing out through your mouth, it's fine. And just bringing one hand to your belly. You can bring both hands if that feels good, but I want you to bring it to your low belly so you can relax the shoulders. Sometimes you think the belly's up here, right, really high, but we're just gonna keep it low. And just feel into the relationship of your body moving as you're breathing. And I want you to slowly deepen the breath. And as you exhale, you might even make a little hum or a sound. Just focus on that sound, only on the exhale. All right, so we're taking a big inhale and then exhale. And letting this be the only thing you're doing for just a couple breaths. And if you'd rather breathe a different way, go ahead. Whatever feels nurturing and relaxing to you. It's just another technique to learn to be in touch with your body and your breath. So continuing this breath, making some sound, making some humming on the exhale, and we're focusing on trying to bring that exhale and make it twice as long as the inhale. And you can leave your hands on your belly or just rest them on your thighs, or if you're on the ground, just on the ground. Just getting a little more comfortable. Palms face up if it's available to receive rest for a couple moments, and letting this be the only thing you're doing is receiving rest and breathing. And let the next couple breaths be some of the biggest inhales and exhales of the whole day. So really big inhale. And a really long exhale. Just a couple more times. Big, big inhale. And long exhale. And then just coming back to your normal, spontaneous breath. Not thinking or trying to breathe this way or that. Just noticing all that moves in our body, even as we are still. And slowly just start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe even doing some pointing and flexing with the toes or some ankle circles. Just checking in with your wrists, your joints, your fingers. Bringing yourself back into the room very slowly. And if you're on your back on the floor, just very slowly bringing your knees into your chest and rolling over and coming back to the seat, but being very mindful of every moment. We'll ring the bell one final time to bring us back into this moment. Please bring your hands to your forehead as a reminder of clear thinking, to your lips as a reminder of clear speaking, and to your heart as a reminder of clear intentions, inner peace, and love to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. And there's some new people. Hello. My producer, cameraman will post the Venmo link and PayPal and Patreon. And I super appreciate all your support. I literally have paid my rent by my students. So I very literally am paying my rent with my students' help from Patreon mostly. So thank you for joining me. And if you're on Patreon, then you get a link to all my recorded classes that I've done. So, and I'm putting more stuff on all the time on YouTube and on Patreon and everywhere. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. And this is a new class, Tuesday and Thursday, chair yoga, noon to 1. And my other classes are mat based. So yeah,